everyone, it's Haze, and in today's video we are once again going to be doing the Miraculous Monday meme review, where my friend Hedge finds me the very best Miraculous memes from across the internet and I react to them. I'm sorry you cannot see my Miraculous Build-A-Bears very well because the cat came to sit with me for a change. No, don't come and sit on me. Stay over there. Sorry besties, it's been a while since most of you have seen Kit Kat. But anyway, so the meme review. So as always, this is going to be a reaction, so I don't know what I'm going to talk about in this video yet, but I do usually end up talking about some theories or ideas I have for season 5. However, I haven't read the show Bible or seen any of the leaks, so I don't know if what I'm going to be saying is true or not. If it's going to be correct, it's going to end up happening. So if you already know what happens, that's wonderful, that's good for you. But I don't want to know, and a lot of people watch me because they also don't want to know. And I'm also filming this before migration and derision and intuition, so I might end up speculating about those episodes, but I think by the time you see this, those episodes will be out. So yeah, and now she wants to fall asleep on me. You have your own blanket to sleep on, kitty, don't you? Yay! Goodness gracious. Okay, so let's start the meme review, besties. The first meme. A reminder that Marinette Dupencheng threw Adrian Agreste off a building. I mean, couple goals. What else was she supposed to do with it? I mean, to be fair, he did scare her. Let's not pretend, you know, he didn't scare her. He did kind of creep up on her, you know. I would have thrown him off the building as well. I mean, in her current state, I don't think she could, but like being transformed gives them like extra strength or whatever that they wouldn't have in real life. Marinette couldn't throw Adrian in real life, I'd think. Like, she's tiny in comparison to Adrian. He's like almost like a whole head taller than her now, which is adorable, don't get me wrong. I think their size difference is super duper cute, but like as Adrian and Marinette, she couldn't. But in this, she could. I'm just really looking forward, because part of me thinks after the identity reveal, I'm assuming it's coming this season, I feel like, because obviously they're in a relationship at the minute, I don't feel like it's going to go well for them immediately, but I do hope eventually, because I do feel like eventually it's going to be okay, that they kind of can look back on stuff like this, other things as well. I basically kind of want them to be like, oh my god, I can't believe I did all of that with Adrian Agreste, or like, oh wow, to think Marinette Dupencheng is actually Ladybug. Basically kind of like that. So I feel like it's not going to go well at first, but then eventually it'll be okay, and maybe something for next season where they kind of reminisce about it. Like with just the pace of this season, oh boy, I don't feel like we have time to slow down. Like I think Adoration was probably going to be the last filler episode we get. I feel like we're gonna be steaming on straight through to the finale from now on. Okay, next meme. So it's Alia using an app. So this app has a Ladybug and Cat Noir mask. Neat. And then she tries it on Adrian and Marinette and they both quickly move out of the way. Oh no, don't you dare, Alia, delete that app now. And everyone's very confused. I mean, surely with the quantum masking, I get the joke. But with the quantum masking, it's like why the episode Frightening Gale doesn't really work, because even if Marinette and Adrian put those masks on in the full costume, no one should be able to recognise them, and in my opinion, even without the masks on, everyone still should have been able to recognise them. I do love Frightening Gale, I really like that episode, but you know, I sometimes go back and forth about the quantum masking, and do feel like sometimes it's a bit of a cop-out, because don't get me wrong, whilst I really like both Ladybug and Cat Noir's, like their hero costumes, I do feel like some of the more recent outfits we've got for the heroes have been much better disguises. Like for example, I feel like Rooster Bold's outfit is really good at hiding his identity. I think Polymouse is pretty decent. I think Purple Tigress is pretty decent. Not all of them by any means, only some of them. But Ladybug and Cat Noir's, without the quantum masking, you'd be like, well, it's you two, obviously, you know what I mean? So I do think it's a bit silly, you know? So yeah, I'm always on the fence about it. Anyway, next meme. Ladybug and Hawkmoth fighting for 5 seasons and neither of them winning. And then here comes Felix, defeats both Ladybug and Hawkmoth in his first time using the Peacock Miraculous. look, hedge, alright, or maximum power 9932. Felix. Felix kind of... I was gonna say a joke, but I was like, no, actually. I have a difficult relationship with Felix because I still don't really understand why people like him. Don't get me wrong, he's definitely grown on me, but like, I don't know, I never understood, because there was a lot of people, I feel, after watching Felix, his debut episode, who really liked him right away, and I was like, why though? He tried to kiss Ladybug. Like, as in, like, force a kiss on her, not just tried to kiss someone and it didn't go well. Like, he tried to force a kiss on her. So I've always been a bit like, Like, I know he's an anti-hero, but that's just horrible, you know what I mean? So I'm like, And also, I guess the other problem I have with Felix, regardless of whether or not I like him, is that to me, he's just like a massive plot convenience, you know? It's like when the writers want to get the plot moving forward, like in Strike Back, they just bring in Felix. And then he leaves when they're done with him, you know what I mean? So I'm just a bit like, sometimes when it comes to Felix, it's just, yeah, it's just a bit weird for me. Anyway, next meme. It took 5 seasons, 113 episodes, and 2 specials for the first official kiss in the Love Square. No time travel shenanigans, no memory loss, and no mind control or breaking the villain spell. They both kiss willingly. Miraculous fandom finally seeing the kiss and gaining inner peace. Honestly, I did feel pretty fulfilled by it, but also like it did end badly, so I was like... And just in general with the Love Square this season, I feel really bad about saying it, but whilst in general I've been enjoying all the Love Square content we've been getting, it's super cute, don't get me wrong. Also in the same vein, because like it's what I watch the show for, like I don't care that much about the superhero stuff, like I'm interested in it, but like I watch the show for the Love Square. I know not everyone does, but I certainly do. But like, I just feel like the Love Square, them getting together this season, has been so rushed. So whilst it's super cute getting to see them be together, like in scenes like in Adoration and Revelation, stuff like that, and even in the start of Emotion, it's cute, don't get me wrong, but I'm also a bit like, it's been done too quick. Which I feel like, so I feel guilty basically for saying it, because I've been watching the show from the start for the Love Square. As soon as I started watching the show, I was like, within like 2 episodes, I was like, I'm here for Love Square. Not the heroes, they're interesting, but I'm primarily here for the Love Square. So the whole time I've been watching the show, I've been waiting for identity reveal, them to get together, whatever order that happens in. I've been waiting for it. But when they do, and whilst it's cute getting to see them act like a couple together, to me it just feels so rushed. And I feel guilty for thinking that, but at the same time I'm like, no, I'm a writer. I feel, you know, because I've waited this long for it, I'm like, this has to be good, and I just feel like they've rushed it and messed it up. And I don't like it. That's all I have to say. Okay, next meme. Me when Miraculous Ladybug started. Me when Miraculous Ladybug will end. So Hedge said, when I was your age I made a huge mistake and I spent my entire life dealing with the consequences. Masterful. But also applicable here. I mean, yeah. Like when, or was it the other week? I can't remember. I think it was, oh god, my memory. One of the directors slash writers, I've completely forgotten who said it, on the French team, was talking about the possibility of a season 9. It definitely wasn't confirmation, it was just like talking in general about season 9. It doesn't seem like they've got funding for a 9th season yet, so I don't know, but definitely 8 seasons so far. But all the people under that 9 season video were saying, oh, I'm gonna be like in my mid-20s by the time the show finishes, because obviously all of you are a lot younger than me. Well, most of you, I know not all of you, some of you are older than me, but the bulk of my audience, going off my analytics, is younger than I am, and I'm 26. So I was just sat there reading the comments like, me, who was already in her mid-20s, will probably be like mid-30s/40 by the time the show ends. I'm planning on staying with it for the whole way, unless it gets really bad, basically. Like, I want, like, Miraculous is my favourite show, so, like, of course, I want it to last for a while. Like, why wouldn't you? If it's your favourite thing, you want it to last for quite a while, right? But also at the same time, I'm like, I don't want it to last forever, because it could be to the show's detriment, you know, because they might drag it out and stuff. But like, I want it to have like a really good like legacy for, I mean, I think I've said this before, I'm pretty sure, when it got confirmed for 8 seasons and when there was talk of there being like 12 seasons, is that one day, I hope, after Miraculous ends, we can all look back fondly and be like, that was such an amazing time, and hopefully one day it's even looked back on as like a cult classic, have the same kind of like name to it as something maybe like Sailor Moon has. To me, that's like a cult classic animation anyway. Maybe you disagree, but to me it is, you know what I mean? So I hope one day it could get there, but I'm worried if they drag it out, they are gonna ruin it. So I'm like, yeah, do 8 seasons or 9 seasons or 12 or 26, whatever, do that many seasons, but only if it's gonna be good. You know what I mean? Like, so my debut novel, initially it was just gonna be 1, but my publisher, she was like, I absolutely love it, but I think we could easily make this into 3. And my initial response to that, not that I said this to her, was no, why would we drag it out and do that? And I only agreed to doing 3 once I'd restructured the plot of the first one and come up with the plot for 3 that would link all 3 nicely together. If there wasn't a way for me to do that, I would have refused signing with her and gone with someone else, because I don't want to drag it out, you know? Only do it if you genuinely do have enough good quality material to be able to tell a story for that long. And I don't mind there being arcs, I kind of like it with the arcs, like this season we're getting the end of the Aggressed arc. Cool beans. I'm happy with that. I kind of like it with the arcs instead of one story going all the way across. I quite like that. But like, only have it go on for that long if you know for certain you can sustain it for that long. Anyway, next thing. Why does it look like Ladybug met you? Oh, so Adrian says met Ladybug, and then Elliot says, why does it look like Ladybug met you? I mean, Adrian, why does Adrian not look so enthusiastic about it? Also, where is he? Why does he have a glass of water? I have questions. First of all, okay, Adrian, not a big fan of the outfit. Love the jacket. Not sure about the rest. Sunglasses? No. Why are you just outside on the street seemingly with a glass of water? What is the context behind these images? Why are you holding her yo-yo? This is very, very strange. But yeah, I agree. It looks like Ladybug. Ladybug met him. I don't know why Adrian hasn't just requested, like, yeah, I want to do a photo shoot with Ladybug. She'd be down for it. Like, obviously prior to the season, because he's no longer a model, but you know what I mean. Anyway, next meme. You might be powerful, but I can destroy the entire universe, which means I am stronger and much better than you. At least I didn't kill the people I love. And then Hedge said, did this person just not see Ahmed's meme? Was that the one in the community post about the red moon versus Cat Blanc? Probably. I mean, well, I'm assuming Felix spared Amelie in this. We just didn't see her. I mean, like, where did Amelie? Amelie was so strange at the start of Emotion. Like, she barges in, she's like, Gabriel, where's my son? You're not helping me look for him. Not that I ever remember Amelie really asking him to. And then she's like, and then you didn't invite me to your party. And I was like, Amelie, is that really the priority? I don't know. I don't have children. But if my niece or my nephew had gone missing, I'd be pretty worried. I wouldn't be like, well, yeah, I would really like, you know, to find my niece or nephew or both. But, you know, my best friend threw a party and she didn't invite me. I'm so sad. She was so strange in that episode. Did I say Emily or Amelie? I get them mixed up all the time. Why do all the siblings' names in this show, well, not all of them, but most of them have to rhyme? Amelie, Emily, Chloe, Zoe, Luca, Julica, kind of. Like, as much as I don't like Chris, thank God his name doesn't rhyme with Nino. Then we have Alia and Nora. They don't rhyme, but then Ella and Etta. I don't know which one's which. I don't know. Which one is the pink one? Which one is the blue one? I don't know which one is Ella and which one is Etta. Are we supposed to know? I don't know. But I don't know which one is which. Okay, next meme. Oh my god, all the Barbie teasers. So it's Monarch Daddy in his first original costume. This Barbie is obsessed with teenagers' jewellery. That's an amazing picture of him, I absolutely love it. But this man, he just, he needs to go for a holiday, sort out his priorities. I mean, I know it's a different, you know, ball game now after he's slowly decaying, basically, after what happened in Destruction, you know. But so I can understand his sense of urgency, but you know, Gabriel, if, you know, midway through season 4 perhaps, you just took a chill pill, went on holiday, finally started dating Natalie. None of this would have had to have happened, mate. None of it. And now here we are, you spending a whole year trying to find these two teenagers for a pair of earrings and a ring. Despicable behaviour, Gabriel babes. Terrible. Okay, next meme. Emily is staring at Gabriel's butt. Emily demanding Gabriel to return the twin graham divinity rings. People who think she's just being petty. People who know the real story. Senti monsters? Hey brother-in-law, can I just borrow the soul of your son, please? I mean, well, I was about to say, why would you put something that important in rings that belong to someone else? But like, you know, he was married to Emily, I can understand, and like wedding rings, symbolic of their love, created Adrian. That's an invalid question to ask, fair enough. But like, I really want to know, she says at the end of Felix, when they're about to get back on the Star Train, the Eurostar, back to London, she says to Felix like, oh, I always known you've been interested in the story behind the rings. I'm like, well, what is it? What's the story? Are we ever going to know? Is that just like a random thing they're never going to bring up again? Like, I'm losing sleep over this. I need to know, please. So the final meme of the meme review is the viewer submission meme. So basically, if you want to be in a chance of having your meme featured in the meme review, you need to join my Discord server, which is linked down below. I just got the instructions on the screen as well. You have to make your own meme and then submit it in the meme reviewer viewer submissions channel. Like I said, it has to be a meme you've made. If you've just found one that you think is funny, we have a separate channel for that. This one has to be a meme you've made and everyone will vote on it. So this one is from Cat Noir. It's freaking cool. The Duolingo owl after you missed a lesson. You'll have to obey me if you want to see your loved ones again. I mean, I really like the Duolingo owl. I follow him on TikTok. He's great. Well, she's great. I don't know. So sometimes when Duolingo, because I study French on there, I've been studying for like, what's my streak on? I haven't done it today yet because it's early in the morning still. I'll do it after I finish filming. What streak day am I on? 427, so I'll be 428 today. So pretty much every day I've been doing French. I sometimes do other languages, but mainly French. That's what I mainly study. I study French every day. But I like Duo. He's cool. Honestly, I think it's a great marketing strategy, to be honest. But like, I'm actually really proud of myself of how far I've come in French. So I remember seeing a couple of weeks ago now, it was one of the first trailers from TF1, the French network, for season 4. It got reposted on Twitter to say, hey, it's like been like a year or even 2 years or whatever since this trailer was first released. So I was like, oh, that's amazing. Like, it's probably one of the first spoiler videos I ever made, like doing like the super quick voiceovers where I just quickly analyse something. And I remember when that trailer first came out, it had French dialogue in. And I understood a little bit because I did French in high school, but like, I basically had to wait for the translation. So I took the screenshots and I was just like sat there waiting for someone to tell me what happened in the trailer. But when I rewatched it the other week, I understood pretty much everything and I was so proud of myself. So even though like it's definitely difficult doing my PhD, all the video making, studying French, don't get me wrong, it's not been easy, but I'm really proud of myself for how far I've come. Like, my goal with my YouTube channel wasn't really for it to become a job or even to have a community like this. It was to help me get more confident. As most of you know, I'm autistic, I also have anxiety, I'm not very confident, and when you do a PhD, right at the end, you do something called a viva, which is basically where you submit your thesis and then you have to defend every single decision you've made in your thesis to a panel of 2 other experts. And to someone without autism or anxiety, that's scary. Okay, a lot of people are scared of the viva. I've never met anyone who's done a PhD who's been chill about the viva. Everyone has been scared of the viva. So I was like, well, I need to be at least even just like 2% more confident by the time I finish my PhD. So that's why if you go back and watch like my first videos, they're just about whatever. Some of them are Miraculous videos, most of them aren't though. I was just kind of like doing whatever I liked, and then when season 4 started I was like, okay, well then let's give it a go, let's try and make a Miraculous channel. And now here we are. So my goal was just to get more confident, which definitely have done. I didn't ever think I'd get enough views or subscribers to be able to monetize my channel. Like, I remember the day I started it, I was like, out of curiosity, I looked at the monetization tab, so it's like 1,000 subscribers and I think 4,000 minutes of watch time. Is it 4,000 hours? I think it's 4,000 minutes. I can't remember now, it doesn't show up anymore for me because obviously I'm monetized now. But I was like, there's no way in hell I'm ever reaching that, forget it, and just kind of put the thought out of my head. I never thought I'd have a community as wonderful and lovely as this, so thank you so much, besties. So that was everything for this week's meme review. I'd love to know what your favourite meme was, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!